Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what he says after seeing you. So take a look at all the piles we have with the person on your mind. I'm now going to show you your crystals for each pile, but before I do, please note, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So for pile number 1, we have Amazonite. And we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And for pile number 2, we have Orange Calcite. And we have the Queer Tarot. And for pile 3, we have Green Aventurine. And we have the Muse Tarot. So take a look at all the piles we have today. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what he says after seeing you, what he says about you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm first going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards on camera, and then I'm going to use the tarot deck that you chose. At the end of the reading, I will mention all the oracle decks and tarot decks I use as well. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile ones, spirit guides of my pile ones. May I please look into what he says about my pile ones after seeing them? We have big picture thinking with Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. What does he say about my pile number ones after seeing them? We have Earth School with life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. What does he say about my pile ones after seeing them? We have You Got the Love with Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. At the back of the deck, we have Trust the Timing with Trust the Wave you came on in. Time is not running out. Okay, now I'm going to pull some of these small tarot cards, oracle cards. Spirit guides of pile ones. What does he say about my pile ones after seeing them? We have fertility with it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. This bunny on the fertility card kind of reminds me of the Empress card in tarot. I don't know why. Maybe you have Empress energy. And we have undying love with the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. At the back of the deck, we have receptivity with allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay, now I'm going to pull these small little tarot cards as oracle cards. So let's see what shows up now. So spirit guides of my pile ones, may I please look into what he says after seeing my pile ones? We have the Six of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so what he says after seeing you with the fertility card, like I said, these bunnies remind me of the Empress card for some reason, and the Empress card does relate to fertility because, you know, on the Empress Rider-Waite tarot, we'll see her pregnant, and it represents, you know, birthing something new. So with the fertility card, I guess this is like giving birth to new conditions, as it says here, new realities. Or I guess this could be like an energy of maybe this person finding you extremely magnetic and beautiful, because the Empress card is such a beautiful, you know, person. And I feel here with fertility, you know, he could tell people that he's very, very attracted to you, that he could even have children with you if that's what you want. Because that's what I take from fertility. Or it could also be, you know, desire in some way. But I don't know, do you relate to projects, ideas, artistic things? Because fertility can also relate to artistic ideas and projects and things like that. So this person could tell people you're very creative as well. And I feel this energy, like, I still feel this energy of beauty, attraction, sexual attraction. Him telling people like he's sexually attracted to you, and he finds you very beautiful, and he could even have children with you if that's where he can see it going. Because with big picture thinking, it's like he may tell people about his future dreams with you, like where he sees the connection going. Because big picture thinking is all about thinking big, thinking about our futures, visualizing it. Even if others don't necessarily understand that big vision we have, it is an idea we have in our mind that we want to create and give birth to. Do you get what I mean? So I feel this energy that he may tell people, or he may say after seeing you, that he sees where this connection's going. He really sees a vision for your connection in the future. Like, for example, I'm seeing your spirit guides make a joke and say, oh, I see myself marrying my pile number ones and having like a white picket fence and a home and like pets or children. Spirit is just joking around, but I just mean that in the sense where he may talk about what he wants with you in the future. After seeing you, and the sense of like, I can see this relationship going somewhere. And with you got the love, codependency, and boundaries, I don't read this in a negative way. I see this more as, even if you go through certain challenges here with life lessons and soul growth, it's like this type of feeling of, I want to grow with my pile number ones. I want to grow through any type of challenges. Even if we have little disagreements here and there, I can see where our connection's going. I think big about it. I see a vision of where it's going. And with you got the love and this energy, I feel there's almost this energy of you two being like two peas in a pod, or being like the type of couple that will go everywhere together or be together all the time. And I'm seeing a vision of like someone wearing clothes, and then that person climb into their clothes because they want to be closer. Uh and I'm feeling that energy, and it's not bad at all. It's beautiful. It's cute. And I feel that energy of like maybe that type of couple that you can't separate. Like that type of couple that are also best friends. And I feel like this is what he tells people after seeing you. Like he just can't get enough of you. He just can't he just can't stop loving you, even if the situation has challenges in it with life lessons, and you have the love you're shared together is eternal regardless of the situation. There's a sense of unconditional love, the sense of I want to love this person until we die, that kind of energy. That's what I pick up from the Undying Love card. It kind of reminds me of like Morticia and Gomez, or that kind of energy of like till death do us part. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But it also reminds me kind of corpse burn. Like we will love each other even after we die, kind of energy. So I think this person maybe tells people about how attached he is to you, and after seeing you, like how attached he is to you and how he wants to love you forever. And I know maybe that sounds too good to be true, but it's what I'm seeing here in the card. And with the King of Pentacles, I feel like this person maybe tells people that he wants to spoil you a lot more. He wants to give to you and spoil you with his love, because we also had that receptivity card at the back of the deck. And it's like you give to him a lot. You're very, very generous souls. And there's something about him wanting to give to you, wanting to spoil you, wanting to buy you gifts. Maybe after seeing you, he talks to his friends and he's like, should I buy her this? Should I buy her flowers? Or them, depending on who's watching this, or he, depending on who's watching this. Should I buy my pal ones flowers? Should I buy my pal ones this gift? I feel there is this energy of like wanting to spoil you that he talks about after seeing you. But also the sense of I want to grow with my pal ones. I want to be close to them forever. I want to be like best friends forever and lovers at the same time. And even if we encounter challenges, we're going to grow together, we're going to learn together, we're going to work together as a team kind of energy. And with the Six of Swords, I feel that indicates change and transition. So perhaps this person talks about maybe wanting to change aspects of himself, to better suit or create some kind of reality with you with the fertility card. And I feel this energy of like, let's say we are going through a challenge together as a couple, and maybe I have a certain trait or habit that isn't good for our future, that isn't part of the future I envision. It's like I know I have to change a part of myself, not for that other person, but like change and grow. That's the feeling I get here. So this person may talk about how he wants to change and grow, and how he wants to better himself as well and create a better version of himself to better suit this vision he has for your future. Because I think he really thinks big about your future. He really sees this connection going somewhere. And I think, he wouldn't just say that without seeing that. But I really feel this two peas in a pod energy so strongly, like attached to the hip in a good way. um, maybe some of their friends would be like, you're always talking about them. You're always talking about my pal ones. You're always daydreaming about my pal ones, but like in a jokey way. I feel that energy too. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards on what he says after seeing you. So Spirit Guides of my pile ones, what does he say after seeing my pile ones? What does he say after seeing my pile ones? I don't know why. I feel like this deck needs to be shuffled a little bit. Okay, here. We have the Four of Cups. We have the World card. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. You know, don't get me wrong. With the World card, I feel like this... It's not like he tells people this connection's perfect, but it's like imperfectly perfect. Do you get what I mean? With the Six of Swords, you know how I spoke about him wanting to change certain aspects of himself or let go of certain bad habits because he sees, or it's not for the connection, but he sees it's going to better himself, create a better version of himself, because when we become better versions of ourselves in connections, we can expect that connection to grow and bloom, and become like fertile. Just like when we see this fertility card, this person is growing flowers. So I see that as, in order to grow together, we need to first grow individually, and then we can grow together as a couple. And even through the challenges, even through situations of disappointment, we're going to learn from it, we're going to grow from it. And I feel this is what he tells people after seeing you. It's a sense of like, this person brings me peace. Yes, it's not perfect, but it's perfectly perfect. And nothing in life is perfect. We can't expect it to be. Um, and I think here, I'm hearing the song by Rosa Cecilia, the song that's like, this love is contradictory, this love, something like that. It's like an outro of one of her albums, and her vibe is so romantic in her songs. But she speaks about the love being contradictory. I'm just gonna look at the lyrics of that song, see if I can pick up any information. And like, I'm hearing the melody now when she goes la 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 la. So it's a very romantic like vibe she has in her music, and when I hear her songs like in a reading, I always get that very romantic rose energy. I don't know why. Like rose energy. Maybe this person sees you as like a rose. Roses are very beautiful. They're a representation of love, beauty, attraction, desire, sensuality, romance, all of those beautiful things. So he could tell people about that. He could tell people he feels the romance, he feels the passion, things around that. So let me... Oh, her name's Rosa Cecilia. I forgot. No wonder it gives me rose energy. Okay, let's see what the song basically energy is. So the lyrics here are, baby boy, you'll be the death of me. Oh my gosh, and we have undying love here. I didn't know that was one of the lyrics. As I lay here in your arms, never knew that love could taste so sweet. It's contradictory, this love. And that's it. And then she goes la 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 la. Anyways, I feel this energy of like, contradictory talks about something being one thing but also another thing at the same time. It's like an opposite energy, right? So I guess with contradictory and maybe certain life lessons you're learning together, I feel this is like a connection where you learn life lessons and grow together. And those life lessons you learn together may not necessarily be easy. It's to assist in your soul growth, as this card says, and that may not always be easy, but it is worth it in the end. So I feel this energy of, maybe there are inconsistencies in the connection, like okay, one day it's like all beautiful, the next day it's like there's a clash, or there's this, or there's disappointments, but it's like this person maybe says in other situations I would maybe give up and leave, but I can't give up on this person. Like with the world card, I'm kind of getting that energy, like I can't give up on this person. I want to love this person till I die kind of energy. With the world card, I'm getting that very strongly. But I'm also getting the energy of like ending cycles that no longer serve us with the world card. So growing and building ourselves up to be not perfect people, but to be better people together. And as we do that, we grow together too, kind of energy. With the Knight of Cups, I feel this person, he tells people, or he says after seeing you, that he just feels like he almost has a soft spot for you in his heart. You bring him a lot of peace with this Four of Cups, because we just see this person meditating under a tree, and there's an angel message with the cup. So maybe there's angels or the divine telling him not to let you go, not to let this connection go, that it's going to be worth it in the end despite the challenges. And that's what I feel here. He tells people how much peace you bring him, how just stable he feels around him. I mean, how stable he feels around you, and how he just feels like he can have something long term with you. Because when I look at the number 4, the number 4 is about stability and long term growth, and we see, a tree right behind him. So trees grow for a really long time, and I see that energy here. I guess there are angels guiding this connection, and there is some kind of purpose for this connection, which is why it feels like I can't let go of this, and I don't want to. With the Knight of Cups, I feel this person, he says, he feels like this hopeless romantic vibe for you. He just has this soft spot for you in his heart, and he wants to give you all his love and kind of be that. I'm hearing knight in shining armor. I don't know why. I don't usually talk like that in my readings, so I guess that is true. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel that energy of like analyzing myself so I can grow. So we can walk this path together with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, I see that as like this big picture thinking card. Like I see myself going on a path with this person. I see myself being with this person for a long time. And Three of Wands energy gives me the energy of baby steps, of like one day at a time, of living in the moment also, and seeing the vision of where we want to be, but taking the baby steps there. So I see that energy very strongly. What does he say about my pile number 1s after seeing them? We have the Five of Pentacles. There is this energy of him wanting to nurture you, wanting to hold you. I feel like in the past, either you or him went through toxic connections. I'm not sure if it's you or him, but there is this sense of nurturing, wanting to love the person from this genuine place, commit to them, show them your love. And now I'm hearing something about show you my love. I don't know. Is that a song? I just heard it for a second. And we have the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck. So he tells people how compassionate you are, how kind you are, how loving you are, and how he's just very grateful to have you. Because I feel in the past, maybe he wanted this, but he lacked this in a person, and he gets this with you. And he just tells people how peaceful you are to him, like how you bring in peace for him, how you bring in love for him, and how grateful he is for you. Because I feel right behind the Queen of Cups is the Nine of Cups. this wish fulfillment energy. Even the star here. The star talks about like wishing on a star. I feel like this person tells people after seeing you just how grateful he is, because it feels like he has a wish come true. It feels like he's gotten exactly what he wanted in a partner, and that's what I see here, or crush, or whatever the situation is. And it's your personality, it's your heart too. I feel like you're exactly what he's been looking for in a partner, and I think this is what he says after seeing you. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number ones. I think I'm gonna leave your reading here. Before I leave, let me tell you the tarot decks and oracle decks I used. So this is the Starseed Oracle deck. This is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. This is the Vanessa Tarot deck, and this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So this was your reading. I really hope this resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the queer tarot deck, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what he says after seeing you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm first going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards on camera, and then I'm going to use the tarot deck that you chose. And if you'd like to see all the oracle decks and tarot decks I used, I will be mentioning all of them at the end, so stay tuned for that. So spirit guides of my pile twos, spirit guides of my pile twos. What does he say after seeing my pile twos? We have the blue flame with spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. We have the golden children with inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. What does he say after seeing my pile twos? We have lifting the veil with questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. I want to get some clarification on this last lifting the veil card. At the back of the deck we have I'm sorry with defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So what is this lifting the veil card about? Okay, we have cracked open with rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, at the back of the deck now we have perspective with none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. Before I speak about this energy, I want to first get some more oracle cards. I want to first make sure I know what I'm talking about before I just go on and talk. So, spirit guides of my pile number twos. Okay, we have two cards. We have receptivity with allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. We have green tarot with start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Okay, at the back of the deck we have bold with unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile twos. May I please look into what he says after seeing my pile twos? We have so many different cards wanting to come out. Two cards please for what he says after seeing my pile twos. The Seven of Swords. I'm not sure I like this energy, but let me just clarify what this is. What is the Seven of Swords card? We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, we have the Fool card. We have the Judgment card. I don't know why I'm getting so many small oracle cards, tarot cards. We have the Emperor. And we have the Knight of Cups. And then at the back of the deck we have the Hermit. Okay, my pal twos, I'm trying to analyze these cards, but Spirit is showing me to shuffle the deck and pull one tarot card. So I want to make sure I'm explaining this energy properly. Addressing the elephant in the room. But let's see. Okay, can I have some understanding here? What am I not seeing about this energy, Spirit guides? What am I not seeing? We have the Tower. The Tower is not always bad. We have the Strength. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Chariot. So if I talk about this energy, and if anything doesn't resonate here, like the storyline, then this may not be your pile, is what I'm hearing. Because I don't want to cause unnecessary stress and worries. If this does resonate, it is your pile. If not, then I suggest maybe picking another pile, or maybe there are one or two messages here for you, but only take what resonates, leave the rest, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Very important for this pile especially. Okay, so I feel with the inner child here, and since you chose this orange calcite crystal, I feel you do bring this person a lot of happiness and joy. There's something about this connection that is healing to both of your inner childs, and you may be learning certain lessons surrounding your inner child or releasing some kind of trauma with your inner child in this connection with the Tower card. So there may be certain triggers that come out in this connection that are meant to heal the inner child wounds. So I want you to look at your connection and maybe some triggers he has had in this connection as well as you, and think about what does it relate to from childhood. What memory does it bring up from childhood? What wound is it bringing up? Because it's not like this connection is meant to, cause pain and suffering or whatever. Like, it's not that I'm seeing. It's more so this energy of whatever triggers come out may not be easy to deal with, because there may be some triggers relating childhood trauma with the Tower card and the Golden Children. Okay, so I feel for some of you this is a twin flame connection, and I feel like that's why it's so hard sometimes with the Strength card. That's why we need so much strength sometimes with these triggers we are experiencing. But I don't feel it's for all of you. Only take what resonates. And with the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time, I feel something about this connection is meant to awaken both of you, activate something within your soul, integrate knowledge and certain lessons around these wounds while healing the wound. So it's like the angels, the ancestors, your guides are guiding this connection towards filling any cracks within your foundation here. As we see this crack here, like I'm seeing cracks in your heart be filled up with gold. What is it? I think in Japan, they take broken ceramics or pottery or something and they fill it with liquid gold, I think. I'm not sure exactly, so don't you can correct me, but don't come for me if I'm wrong. But yeah, like I'm feeling this energy of whatever is broken is being healed, and it's not necessarily it was broken, your heart, in the first place, but whatever cracks are there are being filled with an abundance of love by your spirit guides. And as this happens, it's first like I'm looking at this cracked open card and they're showing me it's like your heart cracks open a little bit so that a little bit of liquid gold can go in, metaphorically, so that it can be healed, but also whatever isn't there that was needed to be there is being filled, if that makes sense. Filled, yeah. As I look at the cracked open card, Spirit is also showing me a geode and a diamond, and before the diamond can become the beautiful diamond it is, it needs to go under a certain amount of pressure to be made into a diamond. And I feel this is the same with your connection. I know I'm not talking about what he says. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm trying to get the energy. And with a geode, same thing. You have to crack open the geode before you can get the beautiful goodness inside, the beautiful shiny goodness. And I feel this is exactly what's happening in the connection, which is why your guides are saying it's not easy. So hold on and stay strong. I suggest maybe some of you listen to pile 1 if you were drawn, because I'm hearing that same song I heard in pile 1, where I heard this love is contradictory, this love, something like that, by Rosa Cecilia. Okay, so with this love is contradictory, I feel there are certain inconsistencies here that this person is not happy about, that maybe they're saying after seeing you, or certain pains or disappointments in this connection. Maybe with the 7 of Swords and the receptivity card, I'm kind of getting this vibe that maybe they're not receiving as much as they'd like to. With the start delegating card, let me give you an example of this energy. So let's say, for example, one of you live together and maybe there needs to be more boundaries set, and maybe that's the lesson. Like maybe their inner child didn't know how to set a boundary, and their inner child is being triggered with something. Like let's say, for example, this is just an example, no one has to relate to this energy, but I'm just trying to explain it to you. Let's say, for example, their inner child was someone that was like the oldest child, and their mom always told them to clean and cook, but never the younger siblings. And let's say that is a certain trigger for them, a subconscious trigger that they don't realize. And now maybe in the connection, maybe this person is always doing chores, but like there needs to be more balance, and maybe their inner child is being triggered because like they feel like they're not being appreciated for what they do, or they're the only one doing it, or something like that. That's just an example of the energy. Then their inner child is being triggered, painfully as it is, to release that harsh memory from their system so that they can be put under pressure like a diamond and learn from it, grow from it, and now learn that, okay, when I feel this way, when I feel unappreciated, it's time for me to set a boundary. It's time for me to speak up and balance out this energy between us, where we have balanced chores, for example, and where we can work together as a team. Instead of saying, okay, my partner doesn't appreciate me, my partner doesn't love me, blah, 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 going down that road. Do you get what I mean? And that pressure made them into a diamond and taught them something. Do you get what I mean? I feel that energy. It doesn't have to be around chores. It can be around, maybe this person feels they're giving a lot, but maybe not receiving a lot. And with the 7 of Swords, I don't feel they're telling other people this. With the 7 of Swords, I feel maybe there's this energy. The 7 of Swords is not always bad. I feel this energy of like maybe their friends asking, how are you after seeing you? And then they're like, me and my pal ones, we have a lot of fun together. I really feel like they bring out color into my life. They bring such vibrancy into my life. With even the tarot deck you chose was a vibrant tarot deck, and this crystal, as well as the inner child energy. It's like you bring out a lot of playfulness for this person, and they may say that, but then maybe their friend asks them, why do you look sad then? And then they're like, I don't really want to talk about it. Then their friend's like, yeah, I'm here for you. Like, you can talk about it. I'm not going to judge you. And then the person says, maybe he says, oh, I feel like I'm giving a lot to my pal twos, but I don't feel like I'm receiving anything back from them. Um, and then maybe they feel bad for saying that because they feel like they're almost talking behind your back with the Seven of Swords, but they're not trying to. Do you get what I mean? With the Judgment card here right opposite it, I see it as the little angel here is maybe a person in their life that's like trying to help them through this cracked open energy, through the sad energy, and trying to with the strength card, trying to be there for them, trying to be their rock of strength, if that makes sense. So I don't feel the Seven of Swords card is bad. I feel it's more so around guilt of like what they said. Like, I don't feel like I'm receiving much. So, or I don't feel like this connection is entirely reciprocal. And then maybe that person's like, oh, but maybe you should try something new with the Fool card. I don't think the Fool card is starting a new beginning without you. I feel it's more so this person may be saying to them, question that feeling. What new thing can you integrate from this? What can you learn from this? What leap of faith can you take with the Fool card? Like maybe talking to your partner and saying, I feel like this, and I would feel more appreciated if you gave me this or if you did this for me, because, like I feel like this. The Fool card is all about trying new things, taking a leap of faith, doing something that may feel scary. And I feel since it's next to the Cracked Open card, it's maybe taking a leap of faith about talking about their inner fears or talking about their inner desires that they maybe feel guilty about saying, or that they maybe feel, what if this person gets angry at me? What if they take it the wrong way kind of energy. With the Fool card, it's like they need to take a leap of faith without fear. And with Start Delegating, I feel there's this energy where some kind of balance with giving and receiving needs to happen. And it doesn't just have to be giving and receiving, but I guess maybe this person feels a little bit underappreciated for what they do or what they give and wants to receive a little bit from you too. I'm hearing a good question to ask your partner is their love language. But of course, like I said in the beginning of this reading, if nothing resonates here, then this may not be your pile. I'm not here to scare you or to make you question your connection if none of this is happening. So discern the messages that come through. Or maybe with the Seven of Swords, I could also take this as maybe this person says, I feel like I'm not giving my pile number twos enough. I feel like I'm always receiving from them. They're always giving to me, but I feel like I'm not giving them enough. How can I give them more? How can I take a leap of faith? Would they like flowers? Would they like this? I can see my pile twos are sad right now. Like, what can I do to give to them? I can also take it in that way. And with the Emperor and the Knight of Cups, with this love letter here, I feel maybe they need to speak something to you with love, their feelings, what they've been feeling. Maybe you do something that triggers their inner child unintentionally, and it's not like you intentionally do that, but maybe they need to speak their truth. Even this Emperor card, he's or she is speaking on this mic here. So there's something about him maybe telling people about how he feels, like his close friends. I feel with the Strength card, it's his close friends, his support system, about how he feels, but like saying, how can I say this in the nicest way possible? How can I say this in the most loving way? So it doesn't just get more chaotic with the Tower. Like, I don't want to cause a fight between us. I want to, solve this problem. I want to I want to like rebuild the connection to where it's supposed to be. Because the Tower card is not bad. It's about sometimes things fall apart that aren't meant to be there, like that aren't stable or steady anymore. I learned this from Lexi Lilia on her channel. Go check her out if you'd like. But she talks about how the Tower card is this energy of like when things fall apart, it's meant to be rebuilt. It wasn't built on stable foundations in the first place. So whatever is falling apart needs to be rebuilt and restructured. The Tower card is about a restructuring. And with the Strength card, it may be like a little bit of a roller coaster ride where you need to stay strong and hold on. But then there's full of ups and downs in this connection, but it's like we need to stay strong and hold on because it's teaching us something greatly. And I feel maybe this is not the message you wanted to hear. Maybe this is the most recent time he spoke to his friends, because usually when I do pile 2, there's good things he says. Because I know this pile. I know this pile with this inner child energy. And I feel maybe this was just the most recent time he spoke about you, but it was not him speaking about you in a bad way. It was more so him with his support system, with the Strength card, his friends. And yeah, I feel it's because he sometimes fears maybe saying the wrong thing or things falling apart and maybe not being able to rebuild that. And that's why maybe he asked for their advice on what to say or how to approach the situation. Because sometimes when we're going through really tough times, sometimes we need that support system there to help us and guide us. And I feel that's what this angel is, his friends or something like that. Okay, so I feel this is what he says to his friends. Everything I've mentioned, like how I can talk to them, what I can do, things like that. These cards and my nail. Let me not get frustrated. Okay, I'm gonna pull these cards away and then pull some more tarot cards, see what else he says. And I feel with this, maybe it's like with the bold card at the back of the deck that we saw, maybe this is like a bold move he has to take, but he's scared to, and that's why he was asking for advice there. So, spirit guides of my pile number 2s, what does he say after seeing my pile 2s? We have the 5 of Wands, so I guess we spoke about this energy. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. You know, with the Queen of Cups and, okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. This I feel is his friends, like talking to him about you and like trying to figure out, brainstorm. This card gives me the vibe of brainstorming, like what can we do to build something, to fix something, because we see them building something here. They're all working together. Like, what can we do to overcome this challenge? What can we do to build something stable here? What can we do to fix the situation? Do you get what I mean? I see it like that. And here with the Page of Pentacles, I feel his friends in this situation. I know this reading is not about his friends, but I'm seeing him talk to his friends. I think this is the last time he saw you, maybe. That's why this energy is coming out. And you know what, my pal twos, if you didn't want to hear this, I also don't want to be rude, but like when we watch readings about what people say, we also have to give them some grace because we're looking into a personal conversation we had, that they had. You get what I mean? And this was not with bad intentions, but I feel it was to solve or to fix something. Do you get what I mean? So with the 5 of Wands here, I feel maybe he was talking to his friends and saying, what can I do to approach the situation in the best possible way in the most grounded possible way, so that it doesn't cause more conflict or disagreement, so that it doesn't cause a whole like fire. Like, I don't know why Spirit is showing me the Sims game when the house sets on fire and then they're just panicking and they're like, oh no, what's going on? I'm sorry for laughing, but it's funny. Maybe you need some lightheartedness. Anyways, I feel that's what he was saying, and then maybe his friends were looking at it in a non-biased way with the Page of Pentacles, analyzing the situation through logic, and they're like, but pile twos are such compassionate, kind people. They really have an understanding and a big heart. They're peaceful souls. I don't think they would get mad at you for saying this. I think they would actually appreciate you saying this. And I feel this is what the conversation was about. Like, I think my pile twos would understand. They're not your ex from the past, or they're not people from your past that would blow up on you and get angry at you for speaking your truth. Like, I think my pile twos would actually appreciate you telling them how you feel. And give compassion and nurturing and understanding to you and listen to you, you know what I mean? And with the Page of Pentacles, learn and grow so that you can learn and grow together as a couple. So, spirit guides of my pile twos, may I please look into what does he say after seeing my pile twos? We have the Ace of Cups again. So he talks about how fulfilled he feels in this connection, how he feels like his cup is overflowing with love, but at the same time, I think why he brought up these things is to fix it, to grow, to learn together. Because I think with the Knight of Swords at the back of the deck, he didn't want to just go into the situation fast and not knowing any knowledge behind it impulsively, because I think he didn't want to cause more tension or disagreements. And with this Ace of Cups here, we see lotus flowers and these tadpole leaves. They are a representation of rebirth of energy. So maybe he was telling his friends, like, I want to fix this. I want to grow with this person. Despite the challenging moments, despite the disagreements, despite everything, I want to grow with them. I want to rebirth this energy. Maybe he doesn't say it in that way, but that's the energy I see. Do you get what I mean? So, spirit guides of pile 2, what does he say after seeing pile 2, Knights of Swords? Exactly the energy I spoke about, the Queen of Wands. He also speaks about how beautiful you are, because Queen of Wands, is this beautiful energy, this energy of passion, this energy of magnetic energy. The Queen of Wands is very attractive. She's very confident and she's magnetic. And, he may speak about how beautiful you are, how magnetic you are, how there's so much passion in the connection, but also how much vibrancy you bring into his life, because the Queen of Wands energy, she's holding the sunflower. I feel like you are that sunflower energy to this person. Like, you bring in a lot of vibrancy into his life, a lot of fun and passion and joy. And you're also really independent, which is something he likes about you. And that's what he says about you. And the Knight of Swords is like, he just wants to go for this. He knows it's for him. Like, he feels that intuitively, despite the challenges, despite everything. Going back to that song, This Love is Contradictory. It's like, yes, this love is contradictory, but like, I want to stay in it. I want to grow. And that's the feeling I get here. So I'm going to end off your reading here, my pile twos. And I believe this message came out for a reason, if this conversation has not happened yet. But yeah, I guess this message maybe came out for a purpose, for a reason. It may be sometimes uncomfortable to hear, but I guess this message has a purpose to help this connection grow. Because I feel your spirit guide saying this connection is not meant to be thrown away. It's not meant to be. It is not the Seven of Swords energy. It's just You know how I said Seven of Swords is not always bad. It can sometimes indicate guilt or um, hiding something that we're feeling, you know, and I feel maybe this message needed to come out so that you can learn from this and grow together. And yeah, I guess that's what I feel. So before I leave, I'm going to tell you the oracle decks and tarot decks I used if you'd like to know about it. So this is the Queer Tarot. This is the Starseed Tarot. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. This is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and this is the Vanessa Tarot deck. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the Green Aventurine Crystal and the Muse Tarot deck, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what he says after seeing you. Please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm first going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards on camera, and then I'm going to use your tarot deck after that you chose. At the end of the reading, I'm going to mention all the tarot decks and oracle decks I use. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned. Okay, spirit guides of my pile threes. What does he say after seeing my pile threes? We have the great severing with Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. We have two cards here, the activated earth with power places, lead lines, trust where you're led. And we also have jump in with Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. I feel this anger card is not bad. I just want to clarify this message before I speak. And then at the back of the deck, we have trust the timing, trust the wave you came on in, time is not running out. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile threes. What does he say after seeing my pile threes? We have peace with there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. And we have inner wisdom with you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. Okay, at the back of the deck, we have true love with the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Okay, and now I'm going to use this small little tarot deck as an oracle deck. So what does he say after seeing my pile threes? What does he say after seeing my pile threes? We have the Four of Wands. I'm hearing to not take reversals for this tarot deck. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Wands. At the back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so I'm being called to pull one tarot card to just clarify this message here. I think I know what it's about, but I just want to clarify the message. So this middle card here, can we clarify that for pile 3, please? We have the Sun. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, and then at the back of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So I'm just going to put this here. So what I feel from your pile so far is the Sun relates to inner child. Or, you know, we had that Six of Cups at the back of the deck as well. Six of Cups represents the past. And we have here say yes to change. So I feel this anger card is not now, it's the past energies. Either an inner child wound here with the Sun for you or this person, or it can be a past situation that left one of you feeling sad, hurt, heartbroken with the Three of Swords. So, for example, let's say you grew up in a family with an angry parent, for example, or just like not a good energy, or let's say you had a past connection with someone that was very angry, that took out their anger onto you and it left you feeling pain, you know what I mean? Or it could have happened to this person. So the key word here is softening to love. I feel what he tells his friends about you is maybe that you or him experienced this in the past and it left one of you really heartbroken with the Three of Swords at the back of the deck. But I feel with the softening to love energy and deep cellular healing, there's this feeling of, if, like, let's say, for example, you experience this, then this person is saying to, I feel, his friends with the sun card and the sunflower here reminds me of friends. Maybe he's expressing to his friends, like, you've been hurt in the past by people that didn't really speak to you kindly. Like maybe people were mean to you, created conflict, created anger at you, made you feel like unloved in those situations. And there's this feeling of him wanting to bring in change and wanting to bring you peace, not wanting to give you the same energy. You get what I mean? And wanting to bring in this kind of love that is soft, that is healing. Okay. With the Seven of Wands here, we see this warrior woman here. I feel he could tell his friends that if you went through this, that you are very strong and resilient for being able to go through this, but that he doesn't want to cause the same thing for you, for example. Or if he experienced this, that vice versa, like you're giving him that soft kind of love that he's never experienced before. It feels different. It feels like a change, but it brings him peace, or he wants to bring you peace. Take it as it resonates as per your situation. And if it does not resonate, then this may not be your pile, or you may receive certain messages in this pile that do resonate. But I feel here with the deep cellular healing card, there's this energy of wanting to be there for you, or you being there for him. And this feeling of the love being healing in some way, wanting to be there for each other, wanting to soften to love. But with this Mars energy too, Mars is not just about anger and conflict. Mars is also about passion, chemistry, taking action towards our desires. It is that masculine energy like the Sun card is as well. So it can be about following our passion. It can be about following our desires. And he could talk about how much passion and chemistry and sunshine energy there is in this connection, where it brings him like the spark of life. It brings him inspiration if you don't resonate with the anger message, because Mars energy can be taken in different ways. I'm hearing the word Lyra. Some of you could relate to Lyran energy, but I guess this is not part of the reading, but I'm just seeing that. And with the Sun card and the Four of Wands, ooh, I just got goosebumps. There's this feeling of him telling people after he sees you that you bring in so much happiness into his life, that you bring in so much peace as well, but also this very celebratory feeling. He feels like it's an adventure being with you. He feels like he has not only a friendship with you, but also this passion, this chemistry, this peace, this love, and it feels like something different he's never experienced before. The jump-in card kind of reminds me of the Fool card. It's like, we don't know what's going to happen next, but this is an adventure to say yes to. It's a change to say yes to. And I feel this is what he tells people after seeing you. But also, I'm looking at these grapes here. I want to Google the meaning of grapes because it showed up twice in this reading. Okay, grapes are practical, useful, and symbolic fruit. It can mean good things like abundance, fertility, and good luck. Okay, so it also represents festivities and merriment. I feel that's exactly what I said here. He feels like there is this festivity energy, this kind of energy of celebration with you. Okay, but there also represents abundance, fertility, and good luck. He feels like he's having a lot of good luck by just being able to be with you, just being able to say yes to this change, just being able to, take a risk or a leap of faith with you in love. Like, yes, he doesn't know where it's going to go. He doesn't know what the future is, but he's excited for this connection. And that's what he tells people when after he sees you. But also with fertility, it could represent maybe wanting to create more with you, maybe wanting to create more love, more friendship, more of this connection with you. But also this peace card has a baby. So with the fertility meaning, maybe he tells his friends that he can see himself having children with you. He can see himself, getting married to you, because Four of Wands can sometimes also represent a union or a marriage or a commitment. So that's something I see here, what he tells people, especially his friends, and just how much of an abundance of love and peace and joy you give him. But also with the inner wisdom card and trust where you're led, there's something about him telling his closest friends. I'm saying closest friends because the sun card is giving me closest friends vibe. After he sees you, that he's just very drawn to you. He doesn't know why, but he's drawn to you. And he's going to trust that. Like something is leading him towards you. I don't know if he knows it's his intuition, but something is leading him towards you. Something is telling him to, fight for this connection with the Seven of Wands and to not let it go. So I'm now going to remove these cards and then see what else your spirit guides have to show me with the tarot cards. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile threes. What does he say after seeing my pile threes? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. By the way, you chose the Muse Tarot, and I'm noticing in the first spread we had the Muse of Inspiration. Now we have the Muse of Voices. So he could tell his friends or people around him after seeing you that you inspire him in some way, that you're like a muse to him. In terms of just his life in general, I feel like there's a sense of him feeling a potential in this connection for it to grow, but also feeling like he can grow with you. And you inspire him to be, a better person. You inspire him to grow, to go where he's led, because maybe you're someone that trusts your intuition, or maybe you're someone that, has a lot of good values, or he feels somehow inspired by you, by the way you've lived your life in terms of your values, your beliefs, who you are as a person. And he feels like you're just a good influence to him. He feels like he can grow with you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So he may tell his friends or people around him that you're just a very down-to-earth person. That he feels a real type of love here, an abundance of love you give him. Because Queen of Pentacles is prosperity, but I feel this is like an abundance of love you give him. And I feel here he tells people and he says, Like his mind, but also his heart is leading him towards you. And he wants to take a consistent approach towards this connection with the Knight of Pentacles and really build a connection with you with the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe even take it slow, but build a stable connection with you that is going to bring long-term growth, because that's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. But he also tells people, you know, how much effort you put into this connection, how much love you put into, because I'm seeing all these roses here. Roses represent love, devotion, that type of energy, and passion too, but also beauty. He could tell people about how beautiful you are and how much effort you put in, and how he wants to put in the same amount of effort towards you and the connection. I feel he's just feeling really happy in this connection. It's beautiful. We have the Empress. Talking about beauty, he tells people you're beautiful but so humble at the same time. Like, that's the feeling I get here. And with the Empress card, like, look at her heart just glowing out. The Empress is also abundance. It's like you give him an abundance of love that maybe he's never received before. And it's like you don't mind putting in a lot of effort towards the connection. The connection feels like luxury. It feels like, oh my gosh, the universe gave this person to me. What did I do to deserve this? Like, I'm grateful for it, but damn, like that type of energy. Do you get what I mean? And I just feel he tells, you know, he says that you have a really big heart, that you're just so beautiful. And I guess that he enjoys spending time with you. He enjoys your connection together. We have the Four of Wands again. Definite marriage material. The Empress is also mother energy. So he can see, of course, doesn't relate to gender, but he can see himself maybe having a family with you. He can see himself having a long-term connection with you. And that's what he says after seeing you. But Four of Wands is definitely this marriage material vibe, but maybe also telling people, like, this is a very stable connection he wants to grow. And we have the Lovers card, symbolizing commitment. So it's like he wants to choose to be with you and make a choice regardless of his feelings in each and every moment, regardless of the ebbs and flows in the connection, and really commit to you. That's the feeling I get with the Lovers. So what he says after seeing you is how big of a heart you have, how compassionate and open you are to his love, how you put in so much effort even when you're tired, even when you're drained, and he just appreciates you. But also where he sees this connection going. So I think this is a really, really beautiful reading for you, my pile threes. And I really feel this energy with this flower here, like blooming together, growing old together kind of energy. He also talks about how harmonic the love is, how much peace you give him. And I think he never expected that, but it's like the love he's receiving from you is better than what he expected. And there's something about that there. So I think this is where I'm going to end off your reading, my pile number threes. Your connection looks really, really beautiful, and I hope it blossoms and blooms the way he says he wants to. Before I leave and end off, I'm gonna show you the oracle decks and tarot decks I used. So this was the Starseed Oracle deck, this is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, this is the Vanessa Tarot deck, and this is the Muse Tarot deck. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!